region cabinet. Some observers argued that Nyenze's outburst did not come as a surprise, particularly after Kalonzo's bold address to Wiper aspirants at Bomas on Monday, in a statement seemingly aimed at his partners in NASA.
You people call me diplomatic, wate mungwana, wacha ungwana upotee niwe mshenzi.
He is going to bolt and do a solo run. You see, that's why he's consolidating his Ukambani base.
In 2007, Kalonzo garnered just over 800,000 presidential votes, but with a basket of lower eastern votes now at well over 2 million. Analysts argued that the Wiper leader is an asset to the opposition, and the anxiety among Kalonzo loyalists could send NASA back to the drawing board. But the statement by Nyenze could have confirmed earlier reports that talks had stalled within the NASA Management Committee over Wiper's demands for the implementation of an alleged 2013 MOU between Kalonzo, ODM leader Raila Odinga, and Ford Kenya's Moses Wetangula. Under the said pact, Raila was apparently supposed to pass the baton to either Kalonzo or Wetangula in 2017. A move which would knock out ANC's Musalia Mudavadi from the presidential ticket.
The debate is taking place prematurely, and the people who are driving this debate are people essentially who are not sitting in the committee where the work is being done.
Kalonzo Musyoka, the former vice president, will not be deputy to anybody. We want ODM to honor the Memorandum of Understanding of 2013.
It's like Kalonzo was duped because part of the argument is that the MOU was not registered, because Orengo is asking, where is that MOU?
What I know is this.
But in a fresh twist, Kalonzo's close confidant, Makueni Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr. now wants the 12-member NASA committee disbanded over delayed announcement of flag bearer, leaving the task of picking the presidential candidate to the 4 NASA core principles through a boardroom consensus.
The 4 of them cannot hide behind this committee. And I can tell you this committee, the way they are going today, we will not have a solution within the time we need to have.
We are right on course, and it is our time which is best.
I want to say there has been a stalemate in the National Coordination Committee.
Kalonzo has in the past faced criticism for alleged indecision and last-minute betrayal. But the Wiper leader argues that many people have misunderstood what he calls his diplomatic demeanor, a narrative which Kalonzo captures in cinematic narration in his recently launched memoir co-written with journalist Caleb Atemi. In the book, Kalonzo narrates how President Uhuru Kenyatta and key PNU figureheads threw him under the bus after dangling the presidential carrot at him for 4 years.
At 63 years of age, why would I delay the decision to become president?
Kalonzo akisema nataka kuwa president, wanalipwa na Jubilee. Please grow up. Politics is about maturity.
With pressure mounting from his backyard to go for nothing short of the country's top seat, Kalonzo Musyoka, it would appear, faces an enormous task to convince the NASA fraternity that he is best suited as the opposition presidential candidate. Muremi Mwangi, KTN News, in Nairobi.
Still in Ukambani, Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua's Maendeleo Chapter Party has netted some of the biggest political defectors during this political season. Now, this has been seen to be gaining him a lot of mileage, with some saying he might be set to replace Kalonzo Musyoka as the kingpin of Ukambani politics. Is this the case? Rita Tinina tells us more.
It is just over 4 months to this year's general election, and Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua's Maendeleo Chapter Party has been gaining traction by the day. Being a Jubilee-friendly party, it has been benefiting from Jubilee party overflows. The party held its national convention at Kasarani on Tuesday. A gathering that may have provided Alfred Mutua a perfect opportunity to display his growing political muscle. His party has in the last several weeks bagged itself some notable politicians. Embu Senator Lenny Kivuti, who is now eyeing the Embu governorship, former Assistant Minister Kilemi Mwiria, who wants to oust Meru Governor Peter Munya, former Imenti Central MP Gitobo Imanyara, who defected from ODM and who is hoping to capture the seat he once held, nominated Senator Emambura and Tiati MP Asman Kamama.
It's a party about development. It's a party it's about uniting people. I am working with a like-minded person where I am sharing in the leadership of the party.
A formation that offers a future for Meru.
Defections away from the Ukambani region and which are working well for the one-time government spokesman in his bid to expand his party and crawl out Kalonzo Musyoka's political shadow. He was elected governor on Kalonzo's Wiper Party ticket, but is now playing a different kind of game in Ukambani politics.
Kalonzo's politics has been largely confined to appealing to the Ukambani vote bloc. But Mutua is not, he's cutting across. He's not just targeting the Ukambani vote bloc. You can see he's made serious inroads around Mount Kenya, the Meru, Embu, Mbere, and even now parts of Central.
Mimi Alfred Nganga Mutua nataka nionekane kama kiongozi wa Wakenya. Tunaifanya kazi na Wakenya popote walipo.
Maendeleo Chapchap is supporting President Uhuru Kenyatta's re-election bid while fielding its own candidates for other elective positions, a move Mutua is banking on for several things.
That one gives him a platform. Two, it enables him to get seats, which will enable him to possibly do a post-election coalition with Jubilee and get some cabinet slots and get some share of government. Then three, it will allow him to get political parties funding so that he can be able to fund some of the party activities. And fourthly, it also helps him in terms of fundraising because the numbers you have are very critical when you are going out there to seek for funding.
Supporting Uhuru and being a leader from a largely Wiper zone, Mutua, analysts say, is playing it smart.
Initially, he tried antagonizing Kalonzo and he realized it was counterproductive. So he's changed tact. You see, he is not saying fully that he's a part of the Jubilee party, but he is talking of being a friend of Jubilee, but at the same time, he is not fighting Kalonzo.
Mutua began Maendeleo Chapchap as an ideology for speedy development, mainly to deal with the perennial water problem and to construct roads in Ukambani.
We cannot continue talking like this. You look at some of the leaders. I mean, list the leaders and ask them, where do you come from? And ask them, okay, and then go to their village and look at the problem of water. You've been in power for 20, 30 years. What have you done even for the same village where your mother was born? I bought 8 drilling rigs that are drilling boreholes. We've dug over 317 boreholes. Actually, we've dug over 500 boreholes, but some have been dry. And so we have 317 functioning boreholes with solar power and all that. And they're working. We bought graders, we bought excavators, we bought bulldozers. We've dug over 205 dams and ponds. We're also making weirs. These are river dams, 500 of them. We've already done about 120.
On the development record, analysts agree Mutua has something to show for his tenure as governor. And the August election is part of a bigger game plan for the Machakos governor.
He is trying to position himself strategically so that in 2022, he will be a major national player because his chances of re-election in Machakos are very high.
Despite Maendeleo Chapchap's growing clout and popularity around the country, Governor Mutua is still swimming against the current in Machakos. A successful general election for him and his party would place him in a prime position ahead of the 2022 politics. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
All right, let's now take a short commercial break. Don't go too far. We still have a lot lined up for you here on the special edition of Choice 2017.